Hello children, a very good morning. This is your English language class and we are going to continue with punctuations. We started with punctuations yesterday children, and if you remember we have seen this chart yesterday where we have seen full stop, comma, semicolon, colon, question mark and all these punctuations. Children, in detail we studied about full stop yesterday. We have seen comma, we have seen question mark, exclamation and even apostrophe. Now today children we are going to begin with semicolon. Semicolon is a punctuation mark which looks like this. Let us read about semicolons. Semicolons are used to separate two main clauses that are closely related to each other but could stand on their own as sentences. For example, children, you can see here, I have a big test tomorrow. I can't go out tonight. Here, these two are proper sentences, okay? They can be written separately also. They have full complete meaning separately also, but when or if you are writing it together, then you can put a semicolon between these two and write, right? I have a big test tomorrow. I can't go out tonight. Here children, you can join these two sentences with a conjunction as well. But instead of using conjunction, when you are not using a conjunction, then you can use semicolon in its place. Alright? Let us see one more example. I've just had a big meal. However, I am hungry again. Here also children, these two are two sentences, proper sentences, and you have joined these two with semicolon. Okay, it is just a little break, just a little pause in both the sentences, and instead of using conjunction, when you're not using a conjunction, you can use semicolon. Let us read more about it. Semicolon is used to mark a break. To mark a break that is stronger than a comma but not as final as a full stop. Okay? It is used between two main clauses that are closely related. That means the two sentences, they have to be related to each other. Okay? Those two sentences, they have separate meaning also children. They can stand alone. They can be used alone separately as one sentence. But they both should be also related to each other. Let us see this example. We had to be quiet. It was a silent reading time. Both these sentences are related to each other and they are joined with this semicolon. It can also be used where the conjunction is left out and instead of having two sentences. That means where you can use a conjunction. So instead of using conjunction, you can use semicolon there. Charlie was exhausted after the tour of the chocolate factory. Mr. Wonka made him go on a day worth of adventure. So you can, instead of semicolon, a conjunction because can be used here. But you're not using a conjunction, so you have used a semicolon. And these two sentences are also related to each other. Alright children? Let us read about colon now. Colons are used at the end of a clause to show an answer, elaboration, or explanation that follows. I would like the following: milk, cheese and butter. So to tell about these three things, milk, cheese and butter, before that a colon is used. Okay, I have two hobbies, colon, reading and running. Are you able to understand children? Let us see the use of colon more. First of all, let's see what is a colon. It is a punctuation mark which can be easily interfering with something else. Alright, such as a semicolon. In fact, it was used as a librarian who invented a symbol with three dots arranged vertically. The actual meaning of a colon is like a statement. You are making a pause after a sentence, noticing the most important things. Usually after a colon, the bullets are coming through. When using a colon, is like you are saying a lot more. Alright children, so we use colon as a punctuation mark okay, when you have to say something more about that sentence itself, and when you are introducing a list maybe, okay. Let us see more about colons. When we use it, when we are introducing items of a list. I am teaching the following classes next semester, colon, Irish literature, composition 2 and creative writing. Elaborate on a statement when you need to tell something more about that statement. Like, my classmates and I all agree, colon, we all need to reread chapter 3 before the test this week. Tip: use colons only when the list does not fit naturally into a sentence construction. The Jacksons' 3 sons are Peter, Cian and Mike. Here you're not using any colon. But see the next example. The Jacksons have 3 sons, colon, Peter, Cian and Mike. Here children, you are not using, you can see in the second sentence, you're not using are. When you are using are, then you're not using any colon in the first one. When you're not using are, then you are using colon in place of it. Okay, let us see the difference between two children. Semicolons separate two complete sentences, okay. Second sentence, it is not necessary that the second sentence has to be capitalized. They are used in lists where there are commas within the items of the list. Colons set apart a complete sentence from an example, like the researcher conducted 2 studies, colon, a content analysis and a case study. Children, I can tell you some more differences. Like, colon is used to introduce a list, okay, of things, whereas semicolon, it's separate sentences where the conjunction has been left out, where you can use a conjunction but you're not using it, and instead of a conjunction you can use a semicolon. Semicolon, children, is just a break in a sentence, okay. It is just a break and it is stronger than a comma, but it is less than full stop. Whereas colon is used to provide a pause before you introduce related information, okay, the information which is related to the first sentence. Children, we will study more about this. Let us see from your book. The semicolon represents a longer pause than a comma. It is used to separate the clauses of compound sentences. Compound sentences means 2 sentences, right? When compound is the word which shows when you join 2 sentences, right? So, to separate these 2 sentences where you can use a conjunction, we put semicolon. Let's see colon. The colon represents a more complete pause than the semicolon. It is used to introduce a quotation. Like Albert Einstein says, put this colon, science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. Before enumeration, examples, etc. Enumeration. Children, enumeration means the action of mentioning a number of things one by one, okay. So when we are supposed to show any enumeration, means action of mentioning number of things one after the other, or examples or something like that, then also we use colon. Like, the main kinds of sentences in English are colon, assertive sentences, interrogative sentences, imperative sentences and exclamatory sentences. Okay, so children, this is semicolon and colon. We have seen the difference also between two. Now when we will study more about it in the class and we will practice some exercises, it will make your concept all the more clear about semicolon and colon, children. Alright? Till then, have a nice day. Stay home and stay safe, children. Thank you.